talk a little bit about new treaty which was signed between Gibraltar and European Union 11th of June. So yeah, some of you were asking about it. Yes, if I know anything and can do a bit of a commentary what I think about it, and I can't do it on my own without help, Adam's help. So he was reading more about it and maybe can help with some answers. But
answers on a postcard, please.
Yeah, so basically finally this post-Brexit negotiations between Gibraltar and the EU were done, and a long time ago I was making a video also talking about it, that they're going to get rid of the border. It will be for the residents of Gibraltar, for everyone go through the border without checks anymore, and for any card holders, as you know, in Gibraltar we have like 3 types of cards, like blue, green, red and purple, actually 4 cards, yes, and only people with red cards could go through the border, still can actually, without stamping the passports, British passports, and I guess Gibraltarian passports too, isn't it? Because if you would have your red card and your Gibraltarian passport, they will still probably stamp to you. But talking about British passports at this moment, so that means like any passport holders with the residency card. So basically, I presume you only will be able to use the card. So it wouldn't be, you wouldn't have to passport anymore, correct?
You won't have a card.
You would need a passport to cross the border.
But you won't need a card either, because there's no border there.
Yes, so basically there will be no border. But they're saying that the treaty will take like action, whatever, like we'll start work only from the autumn or possibly early 2026, so sometimes in winter, but hopefully it will start in autumn, because I'm really looking forward to take my parents out. So it's been 5 years without going out at all from Gibraltar.
But
so
you know they want to come back 10 minutes after you arrive.
Yeah, probably. They really miss Soto Grande. They want to go there because we used to go there and stay there for like a month, and they really loved it there. So yeah, that's like the main benefit, is that there's going to be no border, free flow through, and actually they're going to remove the border physical, but they're going to build like a police station near there, so from Gibraltar. So now on Gibraltar side, I don't know what the Spanish side is going to do there. So my thought, of course, just like last time I was saying to you guys, that I do really worry about them removing the border completely, because I was really hoping they will leave the border and then we will be walking through with the cards, just showing that we're residents in Gibraltar, and all the checks would be like this. But now they're going to remove it. I'm not sure what is going to happen, to be honest. I'm not really happy about it that much. So basically the checks are going to be now in the airport. And so if you are from the UK, British passport holders, going to Gibraltar would be exactly the same as going to any other Schengen country. So that's a downside, and I also don't like this idea, because Gibraltar is British and I think it should stay British and free for British people, like no Schengen rules for Brits, but it's going to be like that, isn't it? So the rule is going to be like, what, 90 days?
Yeah.
You can stay and then you would have to leave. Oh, it's a bit of a queue today.
There is a bit of a queue.
It's probably because of this agreement, and probably the Spaniards want to be a little bit harder before it's all going to be eased. So yeah, I'm kind of like a bit disappointed that, what do you think about that the British will have the same rule as a Schengen?
It's unfortunate, but there's no other solution to it.
So basically, yeah, they're going to do the checks in the airport, so it's going to be joint, correct, between Gibraltar and the EU. Or is it Spain? Spain is going to have presence.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so they're planning more airplanes, correct? So it will be like from Gibraltar, there will be flights somewhere in Spain, I presume.
You can't talk in a straight line, can you?
No. Well, say something. Can you say?
Well, you were talking about passport control.
Yeah, I already spoke about passport control.
All right then.
So?
I don't know.
And
Carry on.
he's the one who was going to talk a lot. He said, I will be talking.
Well,
I will be saying. So now I'm giving you the word and you're just like...
but you're all over the place.
Yeah, so I said that we're going to have a free flow through the border.
No,
There
you're
will
not
be
gonna-
no border.
There won't be a
Then we're
border.
going to have checks at the airport.
Yes,
I'm asking if it's going to be Spaniards or it's going to be the EU.
Spanish.
So it will be Spanish together with Gibraltar. So the port is not going to be checked.
No,
So when you arrive by the ship, they will be taking you to the airport to check.
no, they won't.
So what they're going to do? Do you
No.
know that?
Nothing, because if you arrive on a cruise liner, you don't need to be checked.
Yes, but if you arrive on your own boat,
Then you get picked up and taken to the airport.
that's all the honest I'm saying. You see, asking you is more complicated than. So that's the main things, you see. The other thing is like what I don't know about, and I thought maybe you know about, is like as us people residents of Gibraltar having the residency cards. How's it going to be? For example, I want to go and live in Spain.
Well, I don't think you can live in Spain.
So
but-
how many days you can
but-
stay in Spain? That's the question. I don't know the answer on that
Well,
question.
you're resident in Gibraltar. You're not. You'd have to apply for residency, I guess, in Spain. But
So-
you can spend as much time in Schengen as you want because you'll be in Schengen already.
So this is the rules are basically going to be just like any other Schengen country.
It was just like before. If you want to go on holiday across all the European countries and spend 5 years doing it, well, just go for like 3 months in each country or 5 months in each country, whatever you want to spend, because you're inside Schengen already.
Right, but as far as I remember, if you are in a Schengen, one of the Schengen country, and if you have residency there, so you are not supposed to still spend more than 180 days in any other country,
No,
because otherwise you're going to lose your residency.
no, because residency was always 183 days in a particular country. to
Well, okay, so
maintain
you
it.
can't do more than 183 days. That's what I'm saying. So is that going to be the rule, you think?
Maybe.
I think that's what it's going to be. So it's not like 90 days, but like not more than 180.
No. You're supposed to be in your own country 183 days to be resident
Yes,
there.
so you have to spend more than 183 days in.
But once you're resident in a country, you normally just have to not spend 183 days in any other single country.
So yeah, I presume the rules are going to be like this. And also with the jobs. That's what I also don't know. If you are resident in Gibraltar, and can you go and work in Spain, for example, without the working permit? And you don't know the answer either.
No.
No, so we don't know about that. And also we are not sure about how the medical care is going to work. And I know, like, are we going to have the cards, which will be in the EU, working or not? Not sure about that. You don't know anything about it either.
It's supposed to be trying to use the UK ones.
So would we need insurance or would we not
you-
need
you-
insurance?
you sh- you
So we would
shouldn't
need
need-
the travel insurance to
shouldn't
go to
need
Spain.
travel insurance
So if we
anymore.
need a medical attention, they will be
Yeah, it'll be-
treated with this card.
It'll just be like the blue cards we've had from the UK.
Right, okay, so
That's
possibly.
the idea, at least.
Yeah, because we don't know exactly all the rules. I don't know if they printed anything or not, and how it's going to work at this moment is really hard to say. I know that the government created like a portal or something where you can ask the questions, and so far like thousands of questions was already submitted. So, and I think they're going to release the answers.
Yes.
And I presume all those type of questions are going to be asked out there. So that's why I really didn't want to do a video about it saying anything, because we don't have information exactly what is going to be happening, how it's going to work. We would be only able to say after it's actually going to be happening. Okay, so but before, well, this is just some bits what we know, what we heard, what we read, what everybody else think it's going to be. So we will see, and I will try to, guys, update you with the information. You can also like maybe write comments, ask your questions, and based on those questions I will try to see information also somewhere. I don't know, it's like everyone is just messed up, isn't it? Nobody knows what's going on, what's going to be happening. So you see, basically at this moment we are trying to go to Spain, and it's Saturday, it's and it's queue. So, and it's not a bank holiday on Monday, no? No. So I don't know why it is queue. Actually, someone was telling me that we are probably going to stuck in the queue, and I've forgotten why. So well, this is it, guys, for now. Just a little bit of overview what's going to be happening with properties. The estate agent suggests it's probably going to go up, isn't it? The prices will go up because Gibraltar is basically going to be something similar to like a Monaco. I already read somewhere it was saying it's Monaco, like a mini Monaco of outside of Southern Europe or something. It was I don't remember, somewhere it was like saying, and I was like, if it's going to be like Monaco, you know, the prices are really going to go even higher. So basically, if you are in England and you are still thinking move to Gibraltar, that's the moment.
Do it now.
Yeah, do it now.
It's too late.
Because then I presume you also would need to have a working permit to come and work in Gibraltar, in Jeep. Yeah.
It's still up in the air, but you to get residency, unless you're doing like Cat 2, you need 3 months pay slips. So you need a job.
Yeah.
And to present 3 months pay slips before they'll give you the residency, but you'll only be able to stay in Gibraltar for 90 days.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a bit difficult getting 3 months pay slips when you only have 3 months to be in Gibraltar.
Yeah, so that would be harder afterwards. Yeah. So at this moment, still, if you come now, you work for 3 months, you're fine. Is that correct? But I think you don't even need to do 3 months at this moment.
No, because as long as you're not 3 months into it, once it becomes part of Schengen.
Yeah. So
you just
hurry
have
up.
extra time.
Yeah, at this moment, just hurry up. And but Cat 2 is probably going to stay.
Cat 2 will stay because it's not
not relevant really.
On the same basis.
Yeah.
But for an ordinary residence, you need to get your 3 months pay slips.
Yeah. So
you need the job already.
Well, I think they will figure out something else. I'm pretty much sure they will do some other probably residency types. But at this moment, it is what it is. So before autumn, you have time. If you are planning, you're still thinking, don't think and just do it now, because then it's going to be much harder. Well, that's it, guys, for now. Some thoughts, some suggestions, some whatever rumors, whatever we can hear, whatever we know, whatever we try to get information about. So hope this video was a little bit useful for you guys. So that's it for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and it's super hot in here.
It is super hot.
So hopefully we're not going to die in this in this heat. It's like 26 degrees, but I think it's, even for me it's hot, and you know I'm always cold, but it's really, really hot now in Jeep, and it's only June. I don't know what's going to be in August. I think it's going to just boil this year. So yeah, well, bye for now, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Don't forget to like, subscribe.